I'm Dr. Frank Barone from Evolv Plastic Surgery and Medical Aesthetics. Skin cancer prevention, a very interesting and important topic. And why it's important is that many people don't realize that there are more skin cancers than all other cancers combined. And the incidence is actually growing, unfortunately. One person dies every 54 minutes in the United States of skin cancer, primarily melanoma, the most lethal form of skin cancer. So we feel it's vitally important for every person to educate themselves and their families about the importance of preventing the things that can cause skin cancer so we can turn this around and improve people's lives. In choosing the correct sunscreen, it's very important that you look into the certification of that sunscreen. Surprisingly, when tested, about 75% of the over-the-counter sunscreens did not have the level of protection that was advertised, and this often isn't regulated as tightly as it should be. And surprisingly, some sunscreens actually break down. So, first of all, from a trust standpoint, find a provider that you can trust that has knowledge in these sunscreens, because the medical grade screen means that the sunscreen has been independently tested to provide the level of protection that is advertised on the container. And that way, you're ensured of getting that level of protection, which should reduce your risk of skin cancer, and particularly important for children, because sun damage starts as soon as we go out in the sun, whether you're an infant or a toddler or a teenager. And often we don't think of that, but the sunburns we had as teenagers may come back as skin cancers later. So it's important to start thinking about skin health for your family at any age, and the needs for children with sunscreen are particularly important. You have to use a physical screen, the type that doesn't sink into the skin, because it can cause allergies in children. So it's important to learn about this when you're picking a sunscreen to protect your family. Yes, antioxidants in sunscreen. Antioxidants are a group of compounds that have the ability to neutralize damaging molecules created by sun and by oxidation stress and other toxins in the environment. And these compounds are what cause aging in our cells, and they also can cause cancer. So if we can reduce the number of these damaging molecules with antioxidants, which centrally neutralize them, we can not only reduce the effects of aging and keep the youthfulness of our skin, but reduce our cancer risk. Because no matter how good your sunscreen is, there's going to be some radiation that gets through it. So if you have an antioxidant on with your sunscreen, you are going to reduce your cancer risk, you are going to reduce the aging effects that the sun can cause, and improve your overall skin health, all of which are vitally important. Exfoliation is one of the fundamental concepts of healthy skin. Exfoliation simply means to remove the outer layer. Our skin is a living organ, and the skin cells come from below to the surface, and as they do, the cells die off and become a barrier. If we exfoliate or remove those outer dead skin cells on a regular basis, we stimulate the growth of new, healthy, younger cells. Cells that have more moisture, cells that have less sign of aging, and cells that have less cancer risk, because the majority of our cancer-prone cells are on the surface. The more we remove, the less cancer risk we have. The more we remove old cells, the more we generate new cells. So the secret to healthy younger skin and lowering our cancer risk is effective and regular exfoliation, combined with stimulation of the growth of new cells and protection with a good sunscreen. Deep exfoliation is particularly interesting because a recent research paper proved that when you deeply exfoliate the skin or take off a deeper level, you actually increase the natural cancer protective proteins in the skin. Mother Nature has provided us with these cancer protective proteins. However, as we get older, we have less of them because our skin gets tired and doesn't produce them as much. If we deeply exfoliate, we will stimulate the regrowth of these cells that produce these natural protective compounds, and what they do is they identify a precancerous cell and kill that cell and get rid of it. So we can lower our cancer risk naturally by the appropriate deep exfoliation techniques that we've discussed, And this is an essential component of a healthy skincare program. Well, this is very challenging because there are skincare products everywhere, and finding a skincare professional can be confusing. The number of options for patients are greater than ever. With the internet and social media, we hear all kinds of things that are unproven, and it's very difficult to get accurate information, unbiased information, and have the level of transparency we like to see in our health. So be careful about where you're getting your information. Try to find a credible and trusted source. And the information that you get needs to be educational, and someone who's providing that information will usually have a product that has been research tested and proven to work. So look for an experienced skincare professional, either in plastic surgery or dermatology, a licensed medical esthetician who has many years of training on which products work and which don't, because the vast majority of over-the-counter products don't do what they're advertised to do, yet people buy them because of effective marketing. So it's not really about marketing and selling, it should be about learning and education. And if you do that, I think you'll make the right choices and protect your skin and the skin of your family and look younger at the same time.